I'm not even gonna hold you guys. The Last Night is one of the best Transformer movies of all time. I don't even understand where the hate comes from, bro. Nah, I'm just playing. That movie is straight cheeks. Probably the worst Transformers film I've ever watched. It almost put me to sleep. That's how trash it was. The only good part was the fight between Optimus and Bumblebee. So the scene starts off with Optimus landing at planet Cybertron after he just left the Autobots like some of your dads going to get the milk. Like bro, Optimus really turned his back on his squad that he stuck with since 1987. I know Optimus and Bumblebee used to kick it back in the day with Duke Dennis and MLK. And my guy Optimus is mad confused as to why his planet is looking like Kevin Durant's hairline. Just completely hopeless. But the only way we know that Optimus can restore his planet is to make a risky deal with Quintessa. But bro, look at how angry this man is. He was ready to crash out. He had his fist curled and everything. But I don't blame him though, cause I would be pretty pissed if a random sea creature took over my home planet. Like, I don't even know what to call this thing, bro. So basically, Quintessa chains up my boy Optimus like EDP in some handcuffs, and she tells him that the only way Cybertron will ever be restored is that if he brings her back the staff of Merlin. And you already know Optimus was down for the quest. Like, Optimus really had enough of putting up with the humans since 2007. I guess he was just tired of rescuing them like he was Spider-Man every single time there was danger on Earth. Optimus pretty much turned into Black Suit Spider-Man. He was ready to tweak out. It didn't matter if anyone got in his way. The job had to be done. And now I present to you the birth of Nemesis Prime, the absolute menace. And you should never mess with someone that looks like he's about to go on his villain arc. My boy's about to turn into Anakin Skywalker. Stay away from this man at all costs. So the scene kicks off and we got these Guardian Knights trying to protect the staff from the humans. And bro, they're out here looking like NPCs because they're just swinging their swords, not even killing anyone. Like, who are you trying to hit? Casper the Ghost? But unexpectedly, we see that someone comes in from behind and stabs the Guardian Knights, giving bro the Optimus treatment when Megatron snuck him in that forest. That man is cooked. So Optimus finally makes his arrival on Earth, and he's like, I've come for that staff. And oh nah, look at my guy Cade. I know he was shivering in his timbers after he saw the look in Optimus Prime's eyes. And Cade knew that this was not the same Optimus that he's familiar with. He knew something was off. My boy knew that Optimus was under a spell like a Disney character. There was no way out of this one. So Cade starts talking about, hey Optimus, it's me, Cade. We need to fight together. And Optimus is like,
we? Now we going to war.
What do you mean we? Nintendo?
No, we as in us. Us? Are you?
And my guy Optimus wasn't trying to hear any of that nonsense. The last thing he cared about was the Earth. He was trying his hardest not to smack that goofy out of Cade. Optimus was standing on business cause he's like, give me that staff, human, or I will kill you. And look at Cade. Bro just stood there and accepted his fate. The only option was to hand over the staff. There was no other way around it. And then Optimus runs her pockets and takes the staff and he's like,
who dares to challenge me?
And this had all of us thinking, if there's one Autobot that stands a chance against Optimus Prime, it's my dog Bumblebee. Even though he's like half of his size, Bumblebee knew he had to take matters into his own hands or else the Earth would get turned into smithereens. Bumblebee was just standing there with that, what was that for? Pose. I know he was mad confused as to why Optimus just did all of that, just completely ruining the reputation of the Autobots. You already know the army will never mess with them ever again. Optimus Prime was fuming because look at the way he started walking away. I've never seen him this infuriated. Like, he was actually in full rage mode. I know he had those black Air Forces on his feet the entire time. Okay, boom. The fight starts off with Optimus and Bumblebee trying to make it out alive from the water before they get turned into a Pokemon that ran out of breath. The last thing they want is to get killed by natural causes. But wait, hold on. I might actually be dumb because I don't think robots need air to survive. I definitely got that flight reacts type of IQ.
That's a duck, right? Or that's a pelican.
So Bumblebee tosses a hammer at Prime's feet. Like, bro, tell me what exactly that was gonna do for you. That attack was the equivalent of Jake Paul throwing a punch, because that obviously is gonna have zero effect on him. Like, I'm pretty sure Bumblebee could have came up with a better move than that. because you are not Mudflap. You actually know how to fight, bro. Optimus tries landing a left jab on Bumblebee, but he pulls out the most majestic backflip I've ever seen. So Optimus plunges out of the water with Bumblebee hanging onto his leg. And bro, when I first saw this fight, it took me a good minute to actually comprehend the fact that two Autobots are actually fighting. Like, you guys are on the same team. Y'all have been homies since 2007. All that friendship gone down the drain. But anywho, Bumblebee uses his hammer and lands a clean reverse straight onto Prime's cranium. Had that man reconsidering if he should have ever betrayed the Autobots. That man is a pure traitor, a disgrace to his own kind even. I knew Prime was cooked the moment Bumblebee knocked the shield out of Prime's hand. He had no type of defense to block himself from getting attacked. No sword, no nothing. So Bumblebee jumps into the air and slams Optimus Prime's head straight into the ground. And I know his head looks like Tyler 1 after getting striked in the head 2 times in a row. That man Bumblebee really smacked the remaining brain cells out of Optimus's head. And I don't know what was going through Cade Yeager's head, but this man is literally getting hit with a life-threatening tsunami, and he decides that the best option is to run right towards the water that's coming right for him. Like, bro, how many chromosomes do you got left in your brain? Cause this man Cade makes Patrick Star look like a smart person, because what did you actually think that would accomplish except for killing you? And Cade starts screaming as if he didn't expect that he would start drowning in the water. I don't know what to tell this man, except that he's a complete donkey. Maybe start running away from the water next time, maybe that will help you, buddy. So Bumblebee tries hitting Optimus with his hammer, but he luckily blocks both of his attacks, and then Bumblebee reads him like a book and does a backflip to dodge Prime's sword. And I'm not even gonna lie, you gotta give props to Bumblebee for even standing up to Optimus, because this man isn't even in his weight class and he's holding up against an evil version of Optimus that's fully powered up. But this is where Optimus starts cooking, because we all knew that Bumblebee was still gonna get worked. So Optimus is like, I am Nemesis Prime. And I know Bumblebee heard that and was like, what? What's a Nemesis Prime? The only Prime I know is Optimus. I know Bumblebee was crapping his pants when he heard that. Optimus grabs Bumblebee and elbows him in the head, but this man wasn't playing around, because he picks him up like he's Bumblebee's father. Like, I'm telling you, he was straight sunning this man. He had no remorse for his actions. He had nothing to lose. This man literally breaks off Bumblebee's parts and then says, you are nothing. Like, this variant of Optimus Prime was really on demon timing. He was quite literally on Megatron's level when it came to causing havoc. So Optimus tosses Bumblebee to the ground. Like, bro, what did Bumblebee even do to deserve this? He's just trying to protect the planet for real. I don't see any wrong in doing that. But you already know what time it is. Bumblebee puts on the shicey, and this is where I knew things were gonna get real serious. We know what Bumblebee is capable of once he puts on that mask. So Bumblebee smacks Optimus to the ground, had that man hitting the now talk pose like a Gotham City resident. Optimus was not familiar with Bumblebee's game, because he had this man knocked out like he was out for the count. Someone throwing the towel. So Bumblebee comes flying in with the most egregious finisher, but somehow it does absolutely no damage on Optimus. And then he starts stomping all over this man, and I'm not even gonna lie, it was looking like it was game over for Optimus. And Optimus Prime is so lucky because he gets bailed out. And low-key, Bumblebee would have won if they didn't get hit by that wave of water, because Bumblebee was straight cooking this man Optimus. He was going for straight headshots, giving Optimus a nasty case of CTE. So then they come tumbling down the platform, and then Optimus grabs Bumblebee and gives him that Miguel O'Hara treatment and just constantly slams him to the ground. Like, bro, why are you so angry? Calm down. And Optimus was really about to take off Bumblebee's entire head, but he suddenly activates the shiesty right in time to prevent himself from getting chopped apart. So right before Optimus is about to turn Bumblebee into a pack, he starts talking some sense into Optimus.
I am Bumblebee, your oldest friend. Optimus.
And Bumblebee's voice alone was enough for Optimus to come back to his senses like he's Omni-Man, and he finally reverts back to the good old Optimus. Then Optimus proceeds to pull out the most iconic quote in Transformers history.
What have I done?
Like, this beating that Optimus gave Bumblebee was unforgettable, because I'ma be 60 years old and still remember what Optimus did to this man. Like, I don't know if I can claim Optimus as my favorite Transformer anymore.